The last video on the Mall Railroad is so good, I'm gonna make another one. So instead of focusing on Thomas & Friends characters, this time I'm gonna focus on my own. In today's video, I'll be focusing on the 3 British Railroad diesel engines in my series: Marcus, Christopher, and Charles. Let's start with Marcus. Marcus is just a simple BR-08 shunter that I bought a couple of years ago at a really low price on eBay, $45, which for a BR-08 is really cheap. It's an older design, probably late 70s-ish, but it runs actually really good, and when I overhauled it a couple weeks ago, I tuned up its motor so it runs even better. In fact, it runs better than many of my current engines. He used to be a lighter green color, but now I painted him into a darker green color with red lettering to kind of symbolize a works livery. The engine in my short The Delay, named Max, also got the same treatment. I like to think they're more industrial engines, so they have these nice colors. He was really simple to make. I didn't have to go through any building process or anything, just kind of painted him. He also is missing a buffer, and eventually I will get around to replacing it, but probably not in time for the series, which I'm starting to film next week. His faces were actually made by my loving girlfriend, who kind of went for a Frenchman vibe, which I love. I love the handlebar mustache. I love how angry his angry face looks. I'm very happy with how this model has come out, and I think eventually along the line I might weather him, but for now, he is one of the best models in my collection, by far, in terms of both running and in overall looks. The number is actually just a sticker that all of my NVR characters have on now. But yeah, that's Marcus. Cole and Charles were made using Intercity 125 locomotives that I picked up in 2017 for the price of $65. They're very simple constructions and were probably made in the 80s as well, and was a really reasonable price for such engines. When I originally got them, I was a little younger, so I just Sharpied the name onto the side, and I'm like, okay, called it a day. They actually were the first ones I wanted to redo. I primed them, which was one of the first times I ever used primer, and then painted them both a solid blue, and then picked out all the small details, like on the roof with black, and went around and picked out all the little details with silver. I also did take out the glass in the windows of both and put them back in afterwards, which was a nice touch and makes it look a little more realistic. The faces were made by, again, my girlfriend. Only one of them is powered, Charles is, and I touched up his motor so he runs really good right now. So yeah, those are the British Railroad diesels that I own for my series, NVR Tales. That series will be starting production this week, so stay tuned for small videos on the channel about that series. This has been Rail Yard Productions. Have a good day.